What up, YouTube? Thief here. I just want to go over a build with you real quick. This is one of the best builds I've seen for retrieve the data. I cannot take credit for this build because I did not come up with it myself. My buddy Hennis77 did. If you want to add him on Epic, go ahead, add him, Hennis77. He'll come down to the low levels and he'll construct for you, man. He loves constructing, so Hennis77 came up with this build. This is specifically going to be on a retrieve the data build. This is what we use this build for, but you can use variations of this for other things. Like we came up with one for Fight the Storm, category 1, so you can try it on that. It works decent. You just have to adjust the pyramid a little bit to do it. But once again, this is that build. If you want to catch me on Twitch, I'm twitch.tv/TCThief. I stream every night about 8 o'clock Central European time. The stream is starting to grow. I'm getting more and more people in there, and I thank you guys for all your support. And once again, mash that sub button, fam. Alright, the first thing to remember about retrieve the data is that you can know exactly where the balloon is landing by looking up in the air. If you look up in the air, you can see where the balloon is landing, so you don't have to be searching around on the ground for it. So look up in the air, find out where the balloon's landing, run straight to it, and you can start building. As soon as you get to where you're going or wherever the balloon is, what you want to do, or where the balloon is going to land, what you want to do is you want to start clearing out an area around the balloon. This is one of those builds that's going to require space around where the balloon is landing, so it's not going to work well in tight spaces. I'd say about 2 tiles on each side is what you're going to need. So 2 tiles on all 4 sides of the balloon to make this build work properly. You can use it in close quarters area, but what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to not use one of the wall dart walls on each side. But if this build is up against a wall or a mountain and you're only able to use 2 sides of it, I would use a different build and not this build. So after you get the area cleared, you're just gonna box in where the balloon is gonna land. It's the 2x2 area. Just go ahead and box it in. Remember to always pay attention to what the storm is going to be, whether it's going to be, you know, a nature storm, firestorm, or a water storm. That's going to determine what you're going to build or what material you're going to build in. Once you get the 4 walls built on the inside of the pyramid, go ahead and start pyramiding it up with either the ramps or stairs. A lot of people like using the ramps. I like using the stairs. I don't know if it's any better or worse, but once you get all that done, you're going to build like sort of a half pyramid. Don't build the very top of the pyramid. Once you have the bottom half of the pyramid made, you're going to once again do a 2x2 wall build on the inside, and it's going to be all the way around. Once again, pay attention to what material you're building in. It makes no sense to build in stone if it's going to be a water storm, because you know stone is weak to water. So it'll really help you out and make your base last a lot longer if you pay attention to what the storm is. Me and the people I run with have a real problem with, you know, checking on what kind of storm it is. So we're always like, hey, what's the element? What's the element? We always build in the wrong stuff. So if you're a constructor and this is your job, pay attention to what the storm is. Once you have the bottom half of all this built, what you're going to do is you're going to go around and upgrade. You can see that this build isn't very resource intensive. I built this essentially by myself. I had a constructor come in halfway through and he upgraded a few things, but pretty much I built this with just the resources I had. So once you get the 4 walls built, what you want to do is on the right side of the wall, so you have the left and right panels of the wall, go ahead and build a roof and another wall, and then you're going to turn that wall into an archway. So it doesn't matter which one you choose, just as long as it's the same on every side. And what this is going to do, it's going to allow you to place wall darts so that if an ad steps on to one of the inner tiles of this build, they're gonna get hit by 3 wall darts at the same time, which is really tremendous amount of damage for just stepping on that one tile. So once you get your roof and your outer wall built, what you're gonna do is you're gonna walk around, you're gonna place your wall darts on the outer wall or the outer hanging wall, don't even know what to call it, and then you're gonna place a ceiling AoE on the top of it. Do that on all 4 sides. Once all of your traps are placed on the outside, on the left wall of each side, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and place a wall launcher on each one of those left walls or right walls, depending on wherever you put your archway. Do this on all 4 sides, and if you're playing a constructor, don't forget to place your base down. Some of the good places to do this is on the corners. I've seen a lot of constructors do it. You can build some stairs and place it up on the roof, but just make sure that your base is protected somehow so the ads don't kill it. You can see I didn't put it on private here, and I got random constructor in here helping me out. He was a good sport though. I told him I was making a video, and he let me finish all of this stuff off, so I gave him some guns for his troubles. But yeah, at the end of the day, this is what the base is going to look like before you hit the balloon. You can see that you have the outer walls hanging down, and apparently I backpedaled off the cliff here. But once again, this is really cool build, because at any given time, if you have an ad enter the base, they're gonna get hit by 3 sets of wall darts. They're gonna get hit by the wall dart in front of them, the wall dart behind them, and the wall dart to the left of them. So once again, this is an awesome build. Once it is time to shoot down the balloon, that is where we organize who's going to do what in the parties I run with. Typically, I have somebody build the floor and the roof, and somebody lay the traps. You can do this, or you can do this alone. You build the floor out of whatever material you want, and make sure that the floor and the roof are both upgraded. And then you're going to place wall darts around the inner walls facing towards the outer walls, and then you can put freeze traps on the floors and then ceiling AoEs on the top. Coming up, you can see, let me get to a good part of the video. You can see right here how the ads are going to get hit by 3 darts at the same time. That ad that just got hit by 3 darts at the same time. I realized this is a level 46. I went in there thinking that I was going to come in there by myself, but ended up in party with somebody else. So once again, this is a great build. Go ahead and try it out. If you have any questions, leave some questions in the comments section, but I have a few more of these builds that we use and we do that I'm going to make videos of, but this is probably one of the best and most fun builds to do. But that about wraps it up. Once again, this is the Hennis 77 special. I didn't come up with this build, he did, but I use this build almost every retrieve the data that we do, if I'm able to, if there's enough space to. That's the only downfall to this build. You have to have enough space. The other build that we also use is the Sly Gumby 1x1 build. That's a fun build, but it's also good to have some variety in your builds. I like this build a little bit more than the Sly Gumby build, but we use both of them. It's good to have both of them in your toolkit. So once again, hey, this is TC Thief. Go ahead and smash that sub button. Thanks for watching, everybody.